My name's Ed Snediker. I'm a cosplayer. I work at a local hospital. I'm also a huge soccer fan.
Hi, I'm James Hannon, author of Anatomy of a Cosplayer, Tales from Behind the Mask, and I'm here with Ed Snediker, a good friend and a multi-genre costumer. He does 501st, he does Legion of Supervillains, he does Mystery Science 3000, that's right?
Mm-hmm.
He does Rocky Horror Picture Show, and we're going to find out all his costuming experiences, and especially what part of the costume did he buy in an S&M store.
Started out back in the mid-90s when I got introduced to a Star Trek group, the ISS Lexington, and I really enjoyed how they did the mirror universe. So I got to wear the cut-off sleeves on my outfit, the gold sash, and just I got to be the bad guy. I like being the bad guy. Where to begin? Um, I have quite a few costumes. Of course, my TIE fighter with the 501st, along with that is Imperial Navy and Gunner. I'm part of the Rebel Legion, so I have my Hall Trooper, which is one of my favorite. Not many people do that, so I get a lot of attention when I wear that. This is one of my favorites, Mystery Science Theater 3000. Who doesn't like them and their stupidity? And one I just finished that I always wanted to do, Dr. Frankenfurter from Rocky Horror Picture Show. And the other great one that I really enjoy doing is the Joker. I do a mashup of all the Jokers from the movies and kind of piece them together, and I've gotten quite a bit of good compliments on that one. 501st was another adventure I wanted to do. I was also a big fan of Star Wars, and I always wanted to be a TIE fighter. So I started looking at information, came across their website, and joined their group and went into the forums. They had a lot of helpful tips on how to thing. Another great thing I found was the creator of this whole thing, James Hannon, who had a YouTube video on how to do little side things with your TIE fighter uniform, which I started contacting him right away, not realizing he's in the same group I'm in. So that was a plus, meeting him in person. And so I just built my uniform, got into the 501st, and it's just taken off from there with multiple uniforms now. Alright, so I was at Heroes and Villains Con in Edison, New Jersey, and I was in my Hoth outfit, and they had a tattoo booth there, and I figured no better time to get a Star Wars tattoo, which I always wanted, than in a Star Wars outfit. So I got on my calf, I have the yin-yang of the Rebel logo and the Imperial logo, since I'm part of the 501st and the Rebel Legion, into one, so I'm good and bad at the same time. I've always wanted to do part of the shadow casting, get up in the front of the stage, act a fool. So this is why I did it, because the shows are becoming less and less, and I wanted to take the opportunity before they become non-existent anymore. And there's a show coming up next month in October that I'm going to all dressed up, and I'm hoping to be picked to be Dr. Frankenfurter. If I don't even get picked, I'm still wearing the outfit anyway, because I've gone to the shows, I've been part of the crowd, and people dress up in that too, so I just going for the experience. Roddy Piper. He was always my favorite wrestler growing up for the short time I did watch wrestling, and so when I had the chance to finally go to a WWE event, I figured dress up like my favorite wrestler. So I already had the kilt, growing up in an Irish family. Something you always had in your closet. So I ordered the shirt, built the boots, because those were very hard to come by, and dressed like Roddy Piper. People love it there at the shows.
How did they react?
Sample build of what I've been proudest are my two gentlemen right here. These guys are from a show called Mystery Science Theater 3000, and what they do is they sit in a movie theater, they play the worst movies ever made, and they just do funny commentary during the movie, and it's just hilarious. Tom Servo and Crow Robot, These took about 6 months to build because I wanted to be as authentic as possible, so I had to source out the pieces. And these robots were built in like the early 80s, mid 80s, not early 90s. So trying to find those pieces was a little difficult at time, and sometimes more expensive in the shipping than it was for the part. And then of course painting, and then stripping and painting again, of course then stripping and painting for a third time because you messed up on something. But these are my two proudest moments in building. Hannibal Lechter. Well, he's one of the characters I dress up as. He's as easy as the costume looks. It's a little difficult because I do the straitjacket version of him, and the straitjacket, that was the hardest thing because you can't just go to Sears and be like, hey, I need a straitjacket. So just trying to figure out where to get one of those. But besides that, the jumpsuit was easy, the boots are easy. It's just that was one of the most difficult finds I guess I had to do in all my cosplaying.
Where does one find a straitjacket?
Do you really want me to answer that?
Kinda.
I had to go to an S&M store in Georgia. Mine would have to be, I work in a local hospital, and every year for the last few years the pediatric department has asked the 501st to come in and walk around with the kids and you know, just make them smile and everything like that. So being at my job and knowing the people and making the patient smile, it's what really, you know, it makes me smile on the inside even though you can't see it in the mask. I do quite a few things. Besides work and sleep, I'm a huge soccer fan, big supporter for the New York Red Bulls. I'm probably sure some of you guys are booing me right now. But I'm part of the supporter club. I travel with the team whenever I can. We do charity events also with them and things like that. Why do I still do it? I do it mainly because I don't get to be me. I get to be somebody else. Um, Working, you know, with the work stress and normal day, every life of you stress, when you put on these costumes or cosplay outfits, you get to jump in somebody else's role. You get to play around. You get to not be yourself. And I love watching people smile. I love interacting with people, adults, kids, people of all ages. You know, there's always some sort of recognition by them where they know who you are in one manner or another, and it's just fun. For me, I see more outfits. It's funny to say that while you're doing one outfit, you're always thinking about the next one you want to build. But the way things are in general with costuming or cosplaying, however you might want to say it, it's growing. More people are getting into it, and with technology and ways of building and making these outfits, it seems to get better and better as the time goes on. I believe it depends on what I do. If I'm doing a specific character, I feel that I'm doing a cosplay. If I'm doing a generalized like Viking or Celtic or just a group, then I think myself more as a costumer. There's no definite features or anything like that to make you that one specific person.
I'm Batman. No, I'm Batman.
I'm Robin.
I'm Darkness. I'm the Night. I'm Batman.
I like how he gets...
One of these Batmans is the real Batman. Can you figure out who's the real one?